Hello, this is Bonsai, or known as XL, and these are just a bunch of random matches of just different types of mobile suits here and there. I just slapped some in here because I was kind of like whatever's. And I'm gonna be talking about Cyberpunk 2077. And before I really didn't believe, all the bugs and this and that, and not until I actually ran into a dude online, a video, and this dude was Michael Does Life, and he was basically saying that the game was basically unplayable in PS4 and Xbox Series, and I completely like agree with him. Like it was just watching them online. It's just like, oh my god. And I immediately went to I believe Best Buy, and they didn't have any boxes for PC version because it was like goddamn digital. So I had to buy a goddamn freaking Steam card, and the line in Best Buy was just stupid huge. And majority of the people who were basically buying the game were people who were playing PS4, Xbox. I would see people walk out with Xbox and PS4, you know, um, boxes, and it was just so hilarious because I was getting the PC version, and goddamn, I was basically buying it for the PS4, and I was hoping the PS4 would have good graphics in the game, and I got the PC version instead, and I was able to play it in my Ryzen, 5, 3550H, Radeon RX 560, I believe, and goddamn, I was only able to play the game in mid to low settings in the game, and I was basically playing in around like 30 frames, to 35. Um, man, the experience of the game that it gave me was just it was one of the best stories I have ever played in an entire game in my entire life. And I don't know why, but this game just kind of reminds me of Skyrim, but the futuristic version of Skyrim. And everything they did in the game was just absolutely amazing. And man, oh man, when you're in this around the city, you just get mad frame drops. And the bugs in the game, I man, it looks like goddamn freaking Play-Doh in PlayStation 4. Play-Doh goddamn freaking pixel boxes, and it's just so damn hilarious. And I'm like literally playing on my PC, well, laptop, and man, I believe I ran into two bugs, but it wasn't like anything bug breaking. I ran into like a really fat lady, and she was in a T pose, like at the very first 5 minutes of the game, when I literally went to the club, and there was basically a lady in T pose, and I was kind of laughing in the inside, and I was telling myself I am ready for this. And like 8 hours later into the game, um, I finally ran into another bug, and this other bug basically had fries, like goddamn freaking French fries floating in front of the boxer's face, and it was just hilarious. And I was basically using my console remote in the game, and yeah, playing a game in a console remote on Cyberpunk is just, it's highly advised if you do it that way. If you want to do keyboard, you can go keyboard, but it's just going to kind of throw your experience away unless you have a wireless keyboard. Then you can pull it off. I don't have a wireless keyboard, but oh man, the game was just amazing. It was just such an amazing experience to the point that I actually want to continuously keep on playing. I just want to go back, do the whole story, blah blah blah, this and that. But the problem is that you have to get like a really good system. And when I mean a really good system to play the game, it's gotta be, you know, PS5 or the new Xbox that basically came out, and or a really good computer with some really nice GTX graphics of like of 1600 or, you know, 2080 Ti or something like that, and you'll get some really nice results. You know, you'll probably be able to play the game like probably like 60 frames, you know, around there, and you know, the base console is just only like 30 frames, and playing the game in 30 frames, it's painful. It's like really, it's kind of like an extremely heavy duty burn, and yeah, I just really don't like it, and I'm just really disappointed in CD Projekt Red, and I'm just trying to understand how the hell could they like fudge up so bad. Like, it leaves me speechless. I just don't know what to do. It really pisses me off. Like, it really pisses me off because there are literally people out there who, you know, they're doing their whole freaking sweat and blood to try to get at least a goddamn, you know, cheap system like a PS4 or the standard Xbox, you know, series, or, you know, PlayStation Slim. And, you know, you literally spend like almost like $250 for a system. I'm not sure how much it is right now, but, you know, the prices get lower and lower, and, you know, you spend your money for this system, and you barely can even play a game. You know, like, are you serious? Is this like a complete joke? You know what I mean? Like, it really pisses me off, and I literally had to think 2 steps ahead of myself and telling myself, all right, do I want to play the game on the PlayStation 4, or do I want to play the game on my semi better laptop that's just, you know, kind of like a little ahead of the base PS4 systems. So I chose the PC version over it. And not only that, I can play the PC on some other dudes like place, you know what I mean? Like, I literally have a brother-in-law who has a really good system, and I basically bought the Cyberpunk for his system, and he's able to play that game like 60 frames, like perfection. The game is just, it's got its bugs, but these bugs can be fixed. You know, I've ran into these bugs where, you know, I saw in his system is that I believe the female V's underwear just would literally be there, and I was like, shouldn't I be able to remove this underwear? And like, my character would literally take a shower with this goddamn freaking underwear on. I'm like, that don't make any sense. And you know, there are moments in, I believe, the PC version of my Ryzen version, it was just hilarious because when I would crash into a pool, everybody in the whole facility, like, everybody would literally curl up in a ball. Like, they would all curl up in a ball, and I was like, okay, I'm not running into anything, and they're still curled up in a ball for like freaking 10 minutes straight. And I was like, yo, everybody get back to normal. Like, no one's literally getting back to normal. And goddamn. And I believe the car's physics, like, I'm not BSing, the car's physics would literally jump up and down. Like, the very first starter car literally jumps up and down like a goddamn lowrider. And I'm just like, yo, why is my car a goddamn lowrider? And I was like, what is going on in this game? But I gotta say, man, it's an amazing experience when you have like a really crazy high-end PC, and if your PC can run it perfectly in 30 frames, like my PC, it can run it perfectly in 30 frames. I really don't get any crazy bugs or anything this and that, and yeah, it's some really crazy stuff. And I swear to God, I'm not BSing. The game story is just phenomenal. I've never experienced anything like that. The world is just amazing. The graphics is it's freaking goddamn future gen. Like it's future gen to the point that I had to literally drop the settings to goddamn freaking normal, and the settings were basically like 30 frames per second type of home. And you know, I was just like, okay, come on, you know what I mean? That was kind of like painful in certain moments. And they really need to fix the goddamn frames per second, because the frames per second is just an absolutely horrific problem. And something I just don't understand is that this company spent, you know, how many freaking millions of dollars to do this game development, and this game development was just, I don't know, man. I don't even know what the hell was going on. I was just lost. I was just trying to comprehend how could they fudge up a game this perfect. Like, I don't understand, why couldn't they just literally drop the, I believe, the shadows onto a acceptable level. You know, I don't understand why couldn't they fix the whole type of buffering settings for the base systems. And when I mean the base systems, like the PS4 or the Xbox Series and this and that. And not only that, you know, they're going to fix the whole sort of settings for, you know, the PC variants too, like my goddamn freaking Ryzen version, which I actually brought up the whole name. And you know, this Acer Nitro 5 could barely, like, it can barely hold its own. Like, it's perfect, but it's not perfect, you know. And I swear to God, I was just blown away in how much shit is going on. But it's like a lot of cool shit in the game that this game just had. You know, the guns, the customization, the looting, the everything. It was just so much more better than Fallout 3 and 4. It's probably like on the same level as Skyrim, but just more advanced. And I was like, yo, this game, man, they need to polish this game. And if they can polish this game to the point that, like, I never even expected, this game could just literally get on a whole other level. But you know, I'm not sure how the whole process is. I'm not sure, like, how they're supposed to be able to do it. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to go to their programs, their developer programs, change the numbers here and there, you know, use the whole Blender program, you know, anti-alias, I don't even know how to say that goddamn freaking word. But Jesus Christ, dude. And I swear to God, like if I had, you know, like the opportunity, like if these guys ever gave me the opportunity to take part of this development and give me like $250,000, man, oh man, I would have loved to literally freaking do this game. Like I would have loved to do like modifications here, modifications there, and I would go online, search up how to get things a little bit better, how to get things done, find things that would just improve the game in so many different levels. And I love this game so much, like I love this game so much, but I just hate watching people suffer playing this shit on the freaking PS4 and the Xbox Ones. Like I'm just frustrated that these guys literally left them in the dust. Basically, they basically left the last generation in the dust, basically, and that's what really pisses me off. I'm just like, yo, what is going on here? Like, it's some mean shit, and you can literally tell me like, oh, they're systems from 2013, they're really old systems and this and that. Yeah, but if they're old systems, they could have like dropped it on the level of at least goddamn freaking Fortnite graphics. They could have made it like goddamn freaking Fortnite graphics and still made the game just like, really playable, cartoonish. They could have made the game at least cartoonish in PS4 or the Xbox Series, and then for the PC version they make it like really futuristic. That I'm just saying that don't do that. I'm not sure if that would work, but it's supposed to be a really, really dark game. And I swear to God, when I'm literally running around the map, it was like a dark future. It was like really cool. Everything about the city, the buildings, the driving was, all right. And there was another bug that I do remember when I was driving my car to, I believe, the mission point. The mission point, the car would just literally go like 1 mile per hour, and it would go 1 mile, and I'm just like, what? Why is it going really slow to this mission? Why can I not boost my car all the way to the door? And the game was literally stopping me before I could even get into the mission area. But the car sometimes was able to literally go 20 miles per hour, 30 miles per hour in certain parts of the map. And man, there's so many things in this game that needs to be fixed. Like there's just so many things, but it's just amazing. And another thing that really ticks me off, like really pisses me off, is the goddamn NPCs. And these NPCs would only have freaking like two or three goddamn freaking like words that they're going to literally say. They only got like 2 or 3 sentences, and these 2 or 3 sentences is just all you're going to get from that specific character. If they would have gave them like at least 6 sentences or something like that, it would be understandable. It would have made the game a lot more realistic. And another problem of the game is there are some parts of the areas where I want to go through the door, but I cannot go through the goddamn freaking door because the door is goddamn freaking blocked. And I'm not sure if you need your your hacking skills to unlock this door. But if that's the case, it's understandable. And it really needs like a words or confirmation on like this door that's completely locked, saying like, oh, you need a hacking skill, let's just say level 10. Like you need a hacking skill level 10, and you can open this door. Now, if it's just an empty red, door that you cannot even enter in, that just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like this world doesn't feel immersive. I don't care if you make the door just like active. You know what I mean? Like it would be nice if you can activate the door and you can go inside. And I don't care if they're like literally AIs in there, where they're having a breakfast, or they are having kind of like a a Mexican standoff, or they're selling some drugs in there or something like that, or something you run into that you weren't supposed to. That would be pretty damn cool. But this game just restricts me. You know what I mean? And there are parts of the game that I really want to explode certain cars right next to the enemies, but I cannot explode these goddamn cars. And when I'm not able to explode these goddamn cars, wouldn't these cars be able to just explode them right next to them? But no, they're just like a bunch of solid objects. Now, one thing I do gotta give the props and for the developers is that this is a huge world, and having them do so much work in this game, it is actually pretty amazing. It's just a lot of people just don't know how hard it is for a developer to develop certain objects here and there, and especially when it's absolutely rushed. And developing objects in a game like that is just amazing, and they did a hell of a job. The story, the music, the the sound of like the guns, everything is just really cool. The side missions, certain sort of mystery characters in the map, they did a hell of a job. The graphics, if you're trying to do like a high-end game, the graphics are just absolutely amazing. Like I would love to get a RTX 3800 3080 freaking Ti. I would love to get that system, but I'm just I financially can't even keep up with this bullshit that they keep on pulling up. And have they even thought about players that, I don't know, man. I'm just really lost. And if they ever do an update in this game, and if they can figure out what they can upgrade, or make things even better, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if the game was 100 gigabytes to download, because that gives them at least 40 more space to download. And if you're gonna be a person that gets mad because you're gonna need to delete a game to fully play this specific game, don't get mad. That would be a really good optional thing. And sometimes you can literally buy SSDs for certain type of PCs, or some more goddamn freaking RAM, or a solid state drive. Did I say the SSD? I'm just really retarded right now. But if you had like some really good SATA with more storage, like 1 terabyte on your system, just having more gigabytes for this game would give this game just a little bit more to play with the developers. And if the developers had a little bit more room for more gigabyte programs to install to improve the game's, graphics, or, specifically updates, that is understandable. And for a game like this amazing, just phenomenal. It's just, I don't know, man. Like, when I was playing this game, I felt like I was getting abducted in such an amazing performance of how this game felt. The upgrades, the transformation of your character. Like other things that they should have added in this game. There are a lot of things that they should have been able to add in this game. They should have added like a barber shop. They could have added a surgeon where you can customize your body. They should have added, certain modifications in this, specific game. And man, there's just so much that this game could be improved. Like, I wish I was a goddamn freaking developer in their goddamn, like, company, man. But I just don't have like the power that they have. You know what I mean? And it's really frustrating in certain moments. And man, dude, it's just, there are some really funny bugs I've been seeing online, and I'm just like, oh man. And there are some bugs like the famous T pose. I was actually able to actually visually see that. It was just hilarious. And man, they need to pump up more gigabytes for a update in this game. I don't care if it's 20 more, I don't care if it's 40 more. I don't care if it's 120 gigabytes to download the game. You know what I mean? Like, having that much space for a game like that is just, it makes an absolute big difference. I know that for a fact. And there are some codings, man. They really are going to need to fix the goddamn codings in the game of certain things. And sometimes the AI, when they try to talk to you, it's so retarded. And when you're running into an AI, like when you're running into an AI um like civilian, and you accidentally run into them, all the civilians in like the whole place literally, they curl up like in a freaking ball, like a goddamn freaking roly poly or an armadillo. And I'm just like, yo, I didn't do anything. I just only bumped into this guy. Why is the whole freaking place curled up like a goddamn freaking ball? Like, all the AIs are just, I don't know what, I just don't understand. It's like, I'm not sure if it's because of the amount of NPCs are in the area, or I'm not sure if it's the lighting. I'm not BSing, but I had to literally change the whole settings for my PC because everything had black pixels, like mini black pixels, in like the resolution when I literally went into the facility, when I went to the corpo path. And the corpo path was just, man, it was one of the most coolest experiences ever. And I think the two paths I'm going to do is Street Kid and Corpo. you know. this game has so much potential. It just has so much potential. It just wants to make me cry. Like, goddamn. You know what I mean? And it's so frustrating to see everything go in shambles. Like, it really is frustrating. And I feel the pain that these developers, are going through. And, having this game just set up like this, it's just sad news. I mean, it's just sad news. And later on, for sure, I know for a fact that they are going to, you know, just update things here and there and try to make the game as good as possible. I just hope they add some specific things here and there because it's just it's just a kind of like a wild world, and there are certain moments that I really go walk up to a stall, like a food stall, and I was like, oh man, that food right there looks really good, can I buy some of that? And I can't even buy the food off that food stall. Or I can't react with certain stalls. Or I can't react with people who are doing drug deals because I want to like bust some crazy drug deal type of shit. And I can't react with the Night City Police Department. And I just wish I could talk to the Night City Police Department and tell them what's going on in this investigation. Can I do something to help you out? Like, there are so many things in this game that is just amazing, but there are just so many things that are just bad. And meaning bad, it's just bad for the PS4 and the Xbox, and just the base systems. It's just sad. What I mean? I just feel like they just mad pooped a huge big old dump of lie on players. And it just sucks because I had to fucking earn money for that. I had to freaking work in Walmart. I had my money saved up. I don't know how many days I've literally struggled to at least do some things here and there. It was painful, getting bruises, getting hurt at work for trying to save money on the side. Just trying to conserve money on the side, and being able to purchase this game and playing it to the point that I can't even play it to my most heart's content is just, I don't know, man. I really want them to fix this game. I really want them to fix it. And I don't know. Like, I just want them to just completely turn this game around. And it's just so frustrating just playing a game that's just very, very, very awesome. It's a very awesome ass game for like the PC and for the PS4, the Xbox version. And yeah, they just had to fix the frames per second, where it can literally be on a really nice steady pace. And if they can make the game on a steady pace, they can probably go to their main base game, where it's just like the gold, like the main gold base. It's just like the original copy. And if they can literally modify certain parts of it, and yeah, I don't know, if they can change, I guess, the settings from their whole coding, if they can change the settings of their whole coding, making their shadows, 0.2, percent or something like that, or changing the resolution here and there. I don't know how it freaking works, but it's just, if they can literally change, you know, the pixel resolution, just like a little bit more thicker to like 3.2 or something like that. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but dude, I would just love to take part of the development and fix this fucking crap, because this game just shouldn't be like overhyped. Like, it shouldn't be overhyped for what it was supposed to be. And yeah. And a lot of people are just so down, you know what I mean? Like, probably 60% of the people probably bought like these base consoles, and you know, they can't even play it, and they get really depressed, you know, playing the fucking game, you know, and waiting this fucking long, you know, 8 years, you know, like I could have went to freaking 2 colleges in freaking 8 years, you know what I mean, or 7 years, you know what I mean, and if I was able to go to the colleges for, you know, around those those freaking years, I could have been able to go for freaking graphics designing, and would have been able to jump into the game and modify certain freaking parts of the game, you know what I mean? And just waiting for something that long, it's just crazy. But this game it can be literally on Skyrim's level. If they can literally fix certain parts of the game, you know what I mean? Like all the bugs, like if they have to, you know, not all the bugs, but if there is, you know, a one bug here and there, not constantly, if there's so many constant bugs for players to deal with, it would be pretty damn freaking annoying. But, you know, it was just, it's an amazing game. It's just an amazing game, dude. It's an amazing game when you're playing it on the highest spec PCs or this and that. And man, the things that literally just pop out. And at night, dude, and Night City is just, it's so cool. It's so retro. It's something new. It's a game that I've never even expected to play. And the people from CD Projekt Red, I respect you guys, because you guys did such an absolutely amazing game. But you know, I'm sorry that you guys have to go and deal with all this updating crap and this and that, you know, all the piss people. But I just want you to know, you guys just literally made like a legit game. Yeah, man. You made a legit game, but you know, I'm kind of mad because I'm not sure who had ties with the, like, putting it out. I believe it has something to do with the CEO, and whoever it is, man, dude, I'm just kind of disappointed. You know, like I want to say I hate you guys, but I don't hate you guys. You know. But man, this game you guys did is just it's a wild ride. Yeah, I mean, it's a wild ride, and you know, I respect everyone for that. It's really cool. I enjoy it. You know, you can say you fucking hate gamers. You know, you can say like you guys are freaking assholes. You know, you guys are critics and this and that. But I just want you to know, you know, it's just man, it's a really cool game. It's a really cool game. It's just so much potential, man. So much. And you know, I understand, you know, there's gonna be some bugs here and there, and you know, every single game always has its bugs. You know, no matter what game it is, as hard as you deep heart's content, as far as you go, you're gonna run into something really funny, really cheeky. You know, even from, you know, Red Dead Redemption, you're gonna run into some really funny stuff. You know, Grand Theft Auto, you're gonna run into funny shit. but just running into funny shit, like a lot of funny shit. I don't know, but just man, there's just a lot of people who, probably might feel freaking suicidal because of this game. You know what I mean? And there's just a lot of people who, feel really confident that this game would provide them with something, but it's just it's just really kind of like a slap to the face with the base, systems, and it's just not fair. You know what I mean? And that's basically it. See y'all later. Take care.